So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Szoboszlai! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That has been slung wide. Szoboszlai.
There they go, punting again.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Kubasi. Goulet.
Played out to the right.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Martinelli. And it's Szoboszlai. He's found a way through. Hernandez. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Van Dijk. Rice. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Oh, that's fabulous. In comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Goulet. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Martinelli. That has not gone well. Still goalless. Kubasi. Rodri. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Pedri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Goulet puts his foot on the gas. Hakimi makes the interception. Szoboszlai. Rice. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great chance! In for the pieces! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hakimi calmly anticipates. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is through here. He's found a way past. Kubasi, tidy with his distribution.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. That'll be a throw-in.
Valde. Pedri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
That has ended up in no man's land. Szoboszlai.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yamal looks to get on the end of this. And here's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Torres. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He has found the way through. Mohamed Salah! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now.
Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move.
And he's had a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Yamal. Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? Güler knocks it out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's got away. He slings it in. Szoboszlai. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Valde drives forward on the overlap. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Valde. And here's Rafinha.
Rafinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
Shapes to shoot! Off the post! De Ligt for Rice. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodri does well to get it back. And it's Arda Güler. Distributed tidily.
well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, important interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Yamal. Great vision. Kane is herring after that one. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most accurate pass.
Being still separated by the game's only goal.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pedri, over to the left. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Shot a goal! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
It climbs up! It's hit the crossbar! He's looking wide. Hakimi. Rodri. Hakimi delivers the ball. Rafinha. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rafinha. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, they could be caught out here. Balde tries to pass it through. Hakimi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernando Torres. Looking for options for movement. And this is Torres. Mohamed Salah. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Spread out to the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Rice. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. Here comes the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Hakimi claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
To all members of the crowd, I'd like
Any
to
reflections
ask you
on what
to
you've
join
seen,
me
Jim?
in wishing
Listen, the
our
more this
birthday
game went
boy
on, a draw
very
was
special
always likely
birthday.
to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Torres. That has not gone well. Hernandez. Martinelli. And it's Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. Pelé gets through. And the shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Fernando Torres really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lofted in.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control.
Now it's Torres, just eases him off the ball. Pressure coming in from all directions. Great ball if he can get there. Rice. Szoboszlai.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Conte. Now it's Torres. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rice. Now it's Torres. Hernandez. Rice. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Hakimi. And it's Salah. Szoboszlai. And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, this looks sharp. Hernandez knocks it out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. Threads one in. Szoboszlai. It's a really well-measured ball. Knocks it into space. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Fernando Torres. He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pelé. Veron. Now it's Pelé. And he's on his way! And Torres! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Very nicely done. And this is Kante. Fernando Torres. Now it's Martinelli. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
The message is clear, none shall pass. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Short changes him with that pass. And this face-to-face with... Tries a shot! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rodri. And it's Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Otto gets across to intercept that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Hakimi. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Veron plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Torres. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri. Hernandez. That is ended up in no man's land. For Rice. And here's Torres. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Szoboszlai. Goes for the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He has found a way through. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004
Now it's Pelé. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Martinelli. Rodri. Now it's Szoboszlai.
Might want to be careful there.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And here's Torres. Played out towards the right wing. Mohamed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to cross. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now, can they get him away? Conte. Now it's Pelé. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice. Hernandez. Rice. Looking for options for movement. Rice. Szoboszlai.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. No way through there. Played back. Rodri, out to the right.
Cambio de jugadores.
Guardiola. Rice. Guardiola. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Torres. Rafinha. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Torres. And this is Pele. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Rafinha. Now it's Torres. Out to the left it goes. He's found a way past. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Couple
dorsal
of changes
15,
then in quick succession.
El dorsal 7, Fernando
Not the
Torres.
best distribution from the
El
keeper.
dorsal 6,
The
será
most accurate
sustituido
pass.
por el dorsal
Mbappe.
9,
Now it's
el dorsal
Bullet.
14, el dorsal 11.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. Ambitious ball here. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. And it's Rice. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Robertson is flagged offside. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So that's got things underway.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Martinelli gets into a good position. Threads one in. Odegaard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hakimi. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gravenberg. Szoboszlai defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. That's a cute ball. Hakimi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rice. For Szoboszlai. Knocks it into space. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Delivers with whip. Great vision. And this is Torres. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Gravenberg. Oh, that was vital. Martinelli. He's got away. And it's Hernandez. Played towards the other side. Muscular approach does pay off here. Baresi does well to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted. Dani Olmo. Filippo Inzaghi, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Szoboszlai. Rice. Driving forward. He's away! Great chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hakimi. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Baresi. Now it's Dani Olmo. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Lovely, now then. Dani Olmo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafinha. Nicely shaped cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. And this is Inzaghi. He's in a great position here. Caught offside that time. Dani Olmo. Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Now he's off and running. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half. So the first half brought no goals. Dani Olmo. Rodri. Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. And he's managed to get free.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
He's on it, can he get away? Gravenberg unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thinks about the shot. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, smashing! And it's come back out to him. Now he's got space here. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's had it taken off him. Szoboszlai.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Played back in. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No, that's been intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Dijk. Rijkaard. And it's Olmo. Nice looking ball. That's a shade optimistic. Baresi makes the interception. Szoboszlai. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide.
Substitution in progress.
Dani Olmo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Ødegaard. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he finish? They've scored! And that could well be the winner.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
He's in space and looking for options. He has found the way through. Oh, looks like his whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Back into the middle. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Mignon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out towards the flank. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard can get it clear. Dani Olmo. And here's the chance to counter. He's found the way through. And he's gone searching crossfield. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Showing great feet there. Real chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Rice. Played for Stones. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good spread. Rice. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has found a way through. Ruben Dias gets a foot in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Kaká. Williams. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, they've got it again. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Roberto Carlos. He's in space and looking for options. That has been slung wide. Rodri. Neither side yet able to find the net. Stones. Prachuap trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. Now it's Williams. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Bullish header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Knocks it into space. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham goes short. He gets big. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Kaká. Nice physical challenge. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! About as smooth as it gets. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's got tall. No, not the best of headers. Alexander-Arnold. And Jamal.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that's well spotted. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. He's got away. Corner then. Defending of the desperate variety. Prachuap have the chance to go the other way. Martinelli. Time and again they are repelled. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Jamal. Martinelli. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Torres. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Played into the box.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Jamal. Probing pass. Nico Williams is wide and looking to get onto this. Martinelli looks to get on the end of this. Szoboszlai. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Hernandez crosses. Neuer deals with that nice and simple.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Rodri makes the interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Looking for options for movement.
997.
Rice. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Elects to cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played back in. Rodri.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Some resolute defending there. Nico Williams has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mohamed Salah.
Fernando Torres
Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Always onto this. Shot could be... Yamal! No mistake! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And now he has two.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? He won't be happy with that one. Stones calmly anticipates. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Kaka. And the finish! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Good running, strong and purposeful, expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a cute ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rodri.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Beckham. Beckham. Good chance here! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rice. And it's Rodri. Out to the right. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Tries to play it through.
There will be 1 minute.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And the counter is on. Roberto Carlos. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And a quick announcement.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Camavinga is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
I think he's going to be a real threat down that flank, and the opposition are going to have hard job to stop him getting crosses in. Having a player like that hugging the touchline and stretching the fences too creates space for other players, so this guy could be a very good addition to this team.
Yes, getting the... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Ricky Puig. That's headed upfield. Rafinha. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Rafinha.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
That's a decent clearance. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pinches it off him, and it's Guardiola. Guardiola! Good first touch, and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Camavinga. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better.
And he's let fly. That's got him rattled. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Rafinha. Yamal. Knocks it out wide. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lamine Yamal clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Camavinga getting this one clear. Crossed in again. Eder Militao gets it away. Here comes another cross. Eder Militao clears it away. And they've got a throw. Deep cross. Cleared away. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Madrid are behind here despite their domination of possession. Hazard. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ricky Puig producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's found a way through. Oh, he's done very well to take that. And he shoots! And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. This looks promising. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, it's a great ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Rafinha. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Lewandowski. And no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Cleared without hesitation.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rafinha. Wriggles his way through, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Drives it in, Lewandowski! And that'll be the last act of the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And he's had it nicked away. Tchouaméni out to the right. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pedri. Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Simeone. Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get it through? There's the delivery. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Both
dorsal
sides then
14,
taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn to
9,
their benches.
Hazard. El dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por
Done delicately.
el dorsal
Now it's
21,
Rafinha.
Griezmann.
It's being shifted
El
off it.
dorsal 18,
That's clear cut.
el
It's a
dorsal
free
11.
kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
That has not gone well. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Rafinha, here's chance, surely! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Alexander-Arnold finds himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically... And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Their attempts, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Madrid have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham is onto this.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chouameni. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench. Should the...
Tries a shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, shooting chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe.
Chance!
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Gets a good foot in there. Tries to play it through. Face to face with the keeper. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, good-looking ball. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's away. Chance for a shot! Yes, it's there! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Mbappe. Gavi. And a chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 19. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Who saw this coming? Madrid are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. Fermin. And it's Gavi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Fermin.
Touches it back. Alaba.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Araujo. Lofted in.
6 minutos de descuento.
And here's the chance to counter. And this is Hazard. We are into stoppage time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely fit. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
It's just beyond his reach.
Hoisted in. Mbappe! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And here's Mbappe. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Griezmann, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't...
Has a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gavi.
Looking for the run.
Alexander-Arnold.
Gets over and intercepts.
Chouameni. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, that's fabulous.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Alexander-Arnold.
Ferran Torres.
That is good alertness.
Nicely spread.
Ferran Torres.
Looking for options for movement. That's going to go a long way. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, that's well spotted. Koundé threads one in. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid could not have hoped for a better opportunity. So having trailed, this to go ahead. And they've turned it round! And he does it with ice in his veins.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Madrid take the lead.
That pass isn't the best.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? They're taking a moment to consider their options. Crosses it in here. Cleared without hesitation. He's gone for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Tchouaméni really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
A header! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Griezmann really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Koundé gets a foot in here. Lopez. Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And he's managed to get free. Foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. Gavi. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Camavinga. Bellingham.
Un minuto de descuento.
Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past. So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance here. Decent chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Tchouaméni is there, and he can pick it up. Played into space. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out to the left it goes. Jordi Alba kept his eye on it, and he's there. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yamal. He's picked his way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's whipped it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Azar can see things others simply cannot. It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Balde. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Now the cross.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
That's a little off target. Rafinha. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Lewandowski. Ball's played through. Rafinha looking to run onto it. He is through here. Climbs up big. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Araujo. Casado. Dani Olmo. And this is Lewandowski. In with the challenge. That has been slung wide. And it's Jordi Alba. Tchouaméni.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's run loose here. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Azar. Rafinha. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Can he get it through? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No outsmarting him this time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Eden Militao gets a foot in here. Oh, it's come loose. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Lewandowski. Jordi Alba. Yamal. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tchouaméni. Played back in. Corner then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Probing pass. Jordi Alba cut. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. That gets things going for the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Guardiola. Casado. Played into space out wide. That's good vision. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He has found the way through. Balde is there to clear. And here's your big chance! Araujo. It's Pedri. Knocks it into space. And he plays one through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tchouaméni, not the most accurate pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Played out towards the right wing. Driving forward. He's found the way through. Yes, it's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
He's got away. Rudiger goes sliding in. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's a promising position. He slings it in. That's a decent clearance. He's going for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Tchouaméni brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 21, Griezmann.
That pass isn't the best.
Cambio de jugadores.
Guardiola. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Balde. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to pass it through. Fired deep towards the back post.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Spread out to the left.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's Bellingham. Madrid still ahead by the game's only goal. Fernandez. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rashford receives it in a wide position. So much time and space here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But oh, what has happened here? Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Guardiola. He's looking wide. He's in space and looking for options. Hazard with the delivery. Oh, what a climb! That's close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Madrid have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con